Hi, it's Magnolia here. How many of you have a bicycle or did have a bicycle when you were little? Well, I had a bicycle. Because I had this bicycle, I thought that I should get to go wherever my brother went. Well, I wasn't quite right on that. I didn't get to go wherever he went. Sometimes he really insisted that I not come along. That did not make me very happy. But one Sunday, my daddy was working at his shop in downtown in the city, and my mama was keeping him company because it was Sunday, so my brother and I got to take our bikes downtown, and I got to follow my brother all around town, riding on Sunday, except the rule was I had to keep up with him. Didn't matter. Maybe he'd wait for me, maybe he wouldn't wait for me, but I'd have to keep up. Now, I gotta admit, that was the rule, but he often broke it, because he often was a nice big brother and he waited for me. The only problem was, I would catch up to him and he'd be sitting on the curb waiting for me to come. And as soon as I got there, sat down on the curb next to him to rest, he'd say, "Come on, let's go." "Go, I just got here." He says, "Well, I'm all rested up. Come on. If you want to go with me, you keep up with me." So I got back on my bike and I started following him. Well, this one day that we were downtown, we were going through signal lights around this square, and the light, he was quite a ways ahead of me, and I didn't want to get stuck at that red light by myself, so I was trying to hurry, and just as I got there, the light turned yellow, and I stepped hard on my pedal, and I lost my balance, and I fell down in the middle of the street. Yes, the middle of the street. Oh my. And then I looked up, and the light was now red. That meant the cars that I could see across the intersection had a green light, and I thought, surely they were going to run over me. Surely. Well, fortunately they didn't. They saw me fall, and I got up and I limped off to the side of the intersection, and my brother had come back because he knew that he was kind of pushing it and that maybe I wouldn't be able to keep up with him. So he come back, and he was all worried about how I was feeling. And I said, "I don't feel very good." I says, "I hurt because my knee was all scratched up and my arm was all scratched up, had big concrete burns on them and were bleeding." So he sat there and he helped me try to get the bleeding to stop with our shirts and things. And then I said, "What am I going to tell Mom and Dad? They won't like it if they know that I fell down in an intersection." He says, "I don't know, you better tell them the truth." I said, "I can't, they won't ever let me go with you again. I'm going to tell them that when they ask how I got hurt, I'm going to say I fell into a retaining wall. That one that we drove by a couple blocks back, I'll tell them that wall." Well, I made my brother partners in my crime. He didn't say much when I got there, but I could kind of tell that my mom and daddy thought he should have taken better care of me. But he didn't knock on me. He didn't tell them that I was lying to him on how I got hurt. And you know something? He never did tell. And I was about 25 years old before I told him the truth on how I got hurt that day. It was quite the adventure. I was probably about 9 or 10 years old. It was pretty frightening seeing all those cars sitting across that intersection just running away. All I saw was the front ends of them, the big fenders, the big headlights. Pretty scary for a 9 or 10-year-old. But that was my big bicycle adventure. But my brother took me on more adventures, and maybe later I'll tell you about some of them. Y'all have a good day now. Bye, y'all.